Hello, Brian from McKay Marine, showing one of the new features in Olex, the weather feature. So basically for the weather, we come up to our settings. It is an additional software key, and you come down here to weather forecast. So with this weather forecast, you can download wind. Some areas have wave height, pressure, things like that. That's going to be evolving more and more. But the fully functional unit right now is the wind. You get a very nice download of what the wind is doing at current time. As you see our vessel on the map here. And as I put my cursor around, I get a wind speed and direction from wherever I'm looking. You'll also see, if I come down to the side here, you'll also see you have a color chart. This will show you the strength of the wind. So you can see the lighter greens start around 6.4, 10.5, 15.6 knots to give you an idea. So as I move, I'll zoom out. You see the darker greens out here, 22, 23 knots. And the lighter greens, say up in the Bay of Fundy, of about 13.2 and so on. You have a few tools you can use with this. As I zoom out, you can see even like the darker reds down further south at 41.5 knots. And you can see those like contour lines of what the bottom or what the wind is doing. You also have a feature in here. I'll shut this off here, color chart. The metogram it's called, and as you move your mouse you see it at the top of the screen based on the dates and what the wind is predicted to do based on the forecast. Typically you'll have like a 7-day forecast. I also have the capability to go in and do an animation, so I can see as the time skews through, and you see up here it'll tell you the wind and what the wind is predicted to do. And it gives you a very nice image to kind of figure out what's going to happen in the future. Again, these are all predictions, but basically fairly accurate based on what the marine weather forecast is. So you can do some future things such as wave height. So we see here with the wind, you'll see the different colors really animate where the strength of that wind is going to be and where it dies out. And that covers over land as well. So if we zoom out here, you'll see just north of Newfoundland, I don't have coverage, but that's just on this particular file. If I do want coverage, I can sometimes get that through other files that I just have to turn on. These are set by preset downloads. When we know the area that you're fishing in, we can set it up to download those specific areas. Uses very little data, whether you're doing it from a cell phone hotspot or downloading the files on your memory stick and bringing them into the system on board the boat to put them. There's multiple ways of doing it, and so on like that. Wave height, you kind of get the same kind of idea. You'll see we don't have a lot of coastal stuff yet. That will be coming hopefully in the future. But it does give you a good idea of these strong storm surges and where the strength of these are coming in. And again, you can have the color chart up here to give you an idea of the height of the waves in meters. So you'll see some of the purples, and then when you get into some of the other colors there, the darker the color, typically the stronger it is. And you'll see on our cursor we're getting wave height here. So there's 11, 14, 15, 18 feet in some places, and it shows what direction it's going. So it's very useful to help plan out your trip, and I believe this is a feature in Olex that's just going to evolve as weather data becomes more readily available for fishermen. It's a big safety thing, and it gives you that little extra bit of security when you're planning out your fishing trips. And again, this can be updated at sea as well. Basically, you just need to have some type of internet connection, again, via cellular or satellite phone or VSAT. But again, it gives you that little extra bit of safety on the water.